Today we will be discussing time management. We will explore potential factors that lead to ineffective time management and then discuss ways to engage in better time management skills. Join us today for the presentation, Where Does the Time Go? I'm Amy Barfield, a staff psychologist at the WSU Counseling and Testing Center, and I will be guiding you through today's presentation. So why is using your time effectively so important? Why does time matter? To start off, when you use your time effectively and wisely, you get more things completed. Using time management skills can also help in preventing last-minute panic attacks or worrying about getting things done. In turn, you have fewer symptoms of stress and anxiety. By using time management skills, you are also able to reach your full potential because you are most likely completing your goals, as well as leaving a good impression on others, whether it be family, friends, co-workers, professors, or other classmates. We will begin today by having you first take a time inventory. Please grab a sheet of paper and write a list of things that often get in the way of you managing your time effectively. This does not have to be a comprehensive list, but think of the most common factors that get in the way. We will take 30 seconds for you to complete this. Here are some of the potential things that could get in the way of you keeping time. This is not an all-inclusive list, but some common obstacles to using time effectively may include not being organized, having too much to do, underestimating how much time it will take to complete a task, having distractions in your life that get in your way, feeling a sense of urgency to get things done, having a lack of awareness of time and space, over-accessibility, and procrastination. We will cover some of these potential obstacles to time management more in depth. Being organized is essential to having good time management skills. Being organized can mean using a planner or scheduler to organize items that need to be completed. When you are discussing being organized for school, this means checking your syllabus for due dates and making sure you are aware of those dates. Once the list of tasks that you need to be completed and their due dates and times are entered, it is important to check your planner or scheduler often so that you are making sure you allot enough time to complete the task. Keeping a daily task list can be helpful in using your time wisely. Try ordering the list by most urgent to least important. Check your list to see what you have completed and what still needs your time. Keeping your study and work area organized can also be vital in practicing good time management. Knowing where things are located and can be found will save you time during the task completion phase. Sometimes we may underestimate the time needed to complete a task. Therefore, it is important to have ideal start and end times when working on a project, assignment, or in studying for test. Having a specific time frame can help hold yourself accountable and assist in completing the task. However, it should be noted that you should give yourself some wiggle room in case something takes longer than originally anticipated. Setting a time can also be helpful in managing time and remaining on task. Another key component to practicing time management is blocking out realistic amounts of time. Don't cut yourself short by procrastinating or trying to complete the task when it is late or you are rushing. Making sure that distractions are accounted for can be helpful in using your time wisely. When we eliminate or manage our distractions, such as social media, phone calls or text, friends coming and going, and the TV, we are better able to focus, use our time effectively, and complete tasks. Managing distractions can help eliminate anxiety symptoms, feeling of depression, frustration, or symptoms of ADHD. Other distractions that may impact our use of time include not having a good support system, not having a good study environment, and the many other fun things we wish we were doing. This is where setting goals can be helpful in managing time. If you set and reach a timed goal, then you can treat yourself to one of the fun things you would like to be doing. Sometimes the over-accessibility of things in today's society can make it difficult to manage your time effectively. With technology providing constant contact, either through email, phones, or social media applications, it sometimes can be hard to focus your time and energy effectively. These technologies may be a distraction and can be treated as such. Finding a way to manage email, phone calls, and social media usage is essential to managing your time. It is also important to focus on your needs and make sure you are prioritizing things that you need to get done before helping out a friend or coworker. While we want to encourage you to help others, we also want you to know it is important for you to complete your task so that you can eliminate stress, anxiety, frustration, or depression symptoms. Transitions can oftentimes get in the way of using our time effectively. We all manage different roles in our lives and in several different contexts. Finding ways to manage the roles in your life and then transition from one to the next can be important. Make sure you give yourself enough time for the role change and plan ahead of time. It is important for us to each know our own style, temperament, and time needed to transition from role to role. Some do this easily, while others may need time to adapt. It is also important to know the different distractions that may impact the different areas of your life and the tasks that you need to complete in that area. For example, while at work, you may have to manage the distraction of talking to coworkers, while at home, you may have to manage taking care of children or household chores before you are able to focus on your homework. Procrastination. We have all heard that word before. Procrastination can have a big impact on managing your time wisely. Procrastination can often lead to stress, anxiety, avoidance behaviors, and even depression. Individuals oftentimes procrastinate because of perfectionistic tendencies. They have either set unrealistic standards for themselves or feel like the task can't be completed. Having low confidence in one's skills and capabilities may also lead to procrastination. Sometimes we may be confused about the task at hand or how to begin, so in turn we may avoid or delay engaging with the task. There may also be some skill deficiency concerns. An individual may not have the ability to complete the task. If this is the case, seek outside assistance such as contacting your professor or boss, joining a study group, or using other university resources like the Writing or Math Lab or tutoring services. Other factors contributing to procrastination can be having poor motivation, difficulty concentrating or focusing, and being unsure of how to prioritize the tasks that need to be completed. Setting goals can be a good way to engage in time management skills and help you use your time as effectively as possible. When setting goals, you want to make them manageable and realistic, which leads to the last point of making them something you are able to complete. When we set unmanageable and unrealistic goals, it often makes it hard to complete them. Using the ABC method can be helpful in setting goals. When creating a list of tasks that need to be completed, it is helpful to assign each task a priority level. That way you know which tasks need to be attended to first and which tasks can be last. Assigning an A for high priority, B for medium priority, and C for low priority can help you put your task list in order and help organize the time needed for each task. Tackle the most important task first. Breaking tasks down into manageable pieces can also be a way to make things seem more approachable and to help manage time. Reward yourself for completing tasks and staying on schedule. Using the ABC method for creating a task list can help keep you organized and plan for the tasks that need to be completed. Other things that can help improve your time management will be covered next. It is important to know how your time is spent day to day. Know where you can work on using your time more effectively and the areas where you manage time wisely. It is also important to know when you operate at your best, such as morning, afternoon, or evening. Be realistic about all the demands in your life. This is where managing the different roles in your life is most important, as well as knowing how to prioritize the time spent in each of these roles. Only compare yourself to yourself. Do not compare yourself to your classmate or coworker. This can only lead to stress. In managing your time, know that it is okay to say no. Sometimes we have to say no to our family or friends, or even to our boss when they offer additional work. Know your limitations. It is important to clarify tasks when you are unsure or confused about what is needed. This will help eliminate the possibility for procrastination. Create manageable goals and tasks. Break these tasks into smaller chunks so it seems more manageable. When setting goals or trying to complete tasks, make them time-limited and reasonable. We will have long-term goals that we work towards, but oftentimes long-term goals are made of a bunch of short-term goals. Delegate when needed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Streamline things. Use resources or previous tasks to help you complete your current task at hand. So let's practice the ABC method. Get out the piece of paper you originally used at the beginning. I want you to label the items above based on their priority or importance. Remember, A equals high priority, B equals medium priority, and C equals low priority. We will go over these in just a few seconds. This is how the CTC has prioritized the list. We listed clean living space and completing homework/study as high priority. We identified making a grocery list as medium priority, and we put down checking Facebook and holiday cards as low priority. Given the way we prioritized the following list, it would be important to first address the cleaning issues and studying. Once these were completed, attending to the grocery list would be important, followed by checking Facebook and completing holiday cards. When making your priority list, you could also list the estimated amount of time you expect to spend on each task, or designate a certain time of day to complete the task. Again, this is where it is important to remember how you operate and how you organize your work based on your style. Remember to practice the ABC method on your own. Make a list of things you need to do that day. Remember to review your schedule and make sure you're aware of set activities you have scheduled, and if there are self-care activities like working out, going to therapy, or engaging in relaxation that need to be included in your list. Doing this sort of thing daily can be helpful in keeping you on track and optimizing your use of time. Some people set a weekly calendar and check it daily as well. Finding the approach that works best for you is what's important. Just be sure to have a system and check it often.